Amigos, welcome back to our channel Atrocities Upon Cities, where today you'll be seeing us do a great job for a decomposed granite above ground pool, where you'll be able to see how we level and how we take all the dirt out and how we run the machine to make sure that everything goes right and everything works out perfect. So let's get right to it, fellas. Amigos, so there it is. You guys get to see how we roll everything. Paola has lots of experience of rolling all these areas, but we go by and we make sure that we took out about 4 inches of sod, almost 5. We used the potential, or we used the machine to its potential, and we made sure that we took out the border, and we had to take out about almost a foot of dirt on the back side and 4 inches on the front side. So we prepare for sod and we keep going, fellas. You can see how we fill up the wheelbarrows and how we fill up the trailer. You know how we fill up the trailer is always pretty fun. We fill up our truck and then our trailer, and that's how we get to the dump, fellas. You guys will see how we get to the dump and how different areas start going. This whole backyard was sod, and they wanted to take out the sod so they can get ready for a decomposed granite area for an above ground pool. You can see the left side is all they're going to leave, and we're going to be putting DG all throughout here, so we got to make sure that we take out all the sod first and we continue walking all the way around. You can see that we already took out all these areas here. You'll see a little hyperlapse of me pulling it out with the shovel. There was areas that I couldn't run the machine on, so you had to do it by shovel or with the pick, depending on what areas were harder or softer. So different things that we do. We found out at the end that I missed a whole little side, so I had to do one thin strip by myself with the pick and the shovel, and we went from there, fellas. So let's run into a quick hyperlapse of what we do. Thank you for watching our channel, Atrocities Upon Cities. Let's get right to it. Alright, fellas, so you saw us progressing. You saw how I took out the sod with the shovel, and we've been able to do all that all these years. So I've been getting better and better, but like I keep telling you guys, I just don't want to do it anymore. I love doing landscaping, but after 12 years it's time to do something else. So let's go ahead and check how we continue this progress. Amigos, welcome back. So here you have it. It's already looking great. We're already leveling. We're already going down into the dirt. We took all the sod out. That took about 6 to 8 inches in different areas, depending which one it is. You can already see these videos were from how to fix a sprinkler earlier and why I charge $40 per sprinkler. But that you can see the end screen of this at the end. You can see that I use water throughout the whole time. Out here in California, most contractors or landscapers or gardeners or any type of job that you're doing out here, even big jobs in the city, you can see that there's signs that you shouldn't be creating dust, so it makes it easier and softer to pick. It makes it easier and softer to rototill. And also, you don't want to create dust and have the neighbor come by next door and say, hey, you're dusting out my backyard. So we've seen it before, we've heard of it, and we choose to learn to not live it. So you can see how we progress and how we're going to go into breaking sprinklers. We always have to be prepared. This is what we talk about all the time, that you start doing jobs on the side, and if you break things that you don't know how to fix, sometimes you could be in trouble, or you start taking from your profit. So you can see that we fixed everything here. We found the drain, we made sure that we opened them up and took out all the mud that was inside. We go ahead and take out both ends. We take out the big stuff with the end, and then we go ahead and take out the 90 coupling that it goes. And plumbing for irrigation is just the same as it is for plumbing for sewer right here. It's all the same thing. Everything glues the same. It's just at 3 or 4 inches instead of 3/4 or 1 inch. You can see everything's in the clear. So let's get into rototilling. Amigos, welcome back. Progression is right on top of us. We continue this job. We're doing great. You can see we already bought the pavers. The lady said she wanted pavers around the pool area, and we're going to continue going, fellas. So you can see right here, we continue everything. We keep filling up the wheelbarrows. We keep doing what it takes, and we're going to keep fixing on the sprinklers as we progress. We're going to show you how we replanted some of these bushes. We opened them up so they can have more area and more space for the new pool. So I go ahead and replant them. It's not the easiest thing to do, but when you know what you're doing, you add plenty of water, you put a new irrigation system in for them, and we added 6 new plants to this job. We used the pre-treated wood, so you're gonna see how the progression keeps going and how things look better. It took us about almost 8 days, 7 days to finish up, but you can see that everything was working. We were finding all the irrigation and either pushing it back down 2 inches. You'll see at the end where we didn't put paper on some areas for the PVC pipe, and we turned the PVC down. You can see that the PVC was going up, the riser, so when I broke it, we were able to just turn it the way that it needs to be. So here it is. Paola has lots of experience fixing all these things already. She's been doing the last 3 jobs where I've been asking her to go ahead and take care of the irrigation. What we want is for her to learn how to do irrigation too. Like that, it frees me up and gives me an opportunity to keep advancing and doing different things, and then like that we could get more jobs and get more money from different things, fellas. So let's go into how we do the DG and how it comes down. Thank you for everybody watching. We'll go from there. Alright, fellas, so that was 10 yards of decomposed granite, 20 skips of DG. It's all the same thing. So you can see how sandy and mushy it looks. You can see the pavers were in there. Compacting pavers is one of the hardest things I've learned. We basically put sand or DG underneath it and a couple inches of DG on top, and you compact it dry. And then when we compact the DG, we compact that wet. A lot of people in the valley that we work in don't even understand that they have to use water to decompose the granite to make sure that it looks nicely compacted, and then it's perfect. So many years. I have about 10 years of decomposed granite experience. so I think I'm pretty experienced. And you can see how everything worked. We had to take out so much dirt to find the right level of this pool, and you can see that we already started working on the pre-treated border. We brought in the 6 plants, we brought in 4 lantanas, 2 garlic societies, and you can see our compactor already ready. We can already compacted those pavers. You can tell they're already nice and level, and it looks great. Fellas, the owners, thanks a lot. You guys are great. They did great for us. They brought in the material, they bought material, they helped out so much, so we were able to keep the price low. Everything went great, and as always, you know, little details that come up, but not worth talking. Everything else went great, and like that, we keep progressing on how we fixed the irrigation here, how we found the drains and made them look right, and compacting everything else. So we'll get to a final video of what the DG looked like, and then we'll get into what the pool looked like once they have it put it up. So you can tell how we did all this nice pavers. You'll see at the end that they look great. Amigos, welcome back. This is the last shot we have. Look at all those beautiful pavers we did. We compacted them, we made it look great. Everything's really level, and you can see the back border. It was great. It was pre-treated wood. We added a couple 2x6s, a 4x4, 6 new plants, like I keep telling you fellas, but it's perfect. You know, it's straight all the way down. The DG looks perfect, and it's going to be ready for an above ground pool. So anybody that has an interest in decomposed granite for pools, decomposed granite for driveway, decomposed granite for backyard, decomposed granite for front yard, we have plenty of videos on that type of work. We are pretty professional at decomposed granite. Me, Paola, we've been going at it for years. You can tell we used the 2x6 here because they didn't use the cement all the way back, but thanks to everybody that continues to watch. AUC, amigos.